Well, hello, Master family, Master Heart family. I just love it that it's so good to see all of you, that all the angels are flying in. The other day, I had an angelic moment that I shared with a few of you, but we were going out for a walk, and I just felt like I was going to see some birds, and I love my birds, um, and so we're walking along, and I stop, and I just am told to, I'm persuaded to, I'm in a state of allowing, and so I stop, I turn around, and there's about 80 herons, white, big, beautiful birds flying real low over us, and it was just breath giving. Nothing's breathtaking, right? Our breath is giving, and it was just beautiful. And I watched them go over, and all of a sudden, all at one time, they make this turn, and they come turning around back into us. And Jenny says, "Oh my gosh, this is like like a model, on stage and on the runway that goes down and then makes the turn. And all of these beautiful birds are just turning all together. And I thought, like, how do they communicate this? How does everybody know that you needed to make a left? And they just swirled around just to entertain us. God just has all these beautiful things to just lighten us up, to have our hearts sing, and to just be able to ask for it and then allow the beauty of this world to come in. And so it's so wonderful to have all you. I look at all of you as like angels flying in. We're all together, we're similar minded, and we're just here to share the good news and to help each other to have more of our dreams to come true. So welcome to the Master Heart family. And we always start out with, and you're going to love this session. We have read for Archangel Uriel, the Archangel of Wisdom, is going to come join us a little bit later and give us some more wisdom and flow wisdom through us to have more of our dreams to come true. And but the first thing we do is we hear from all of us and all the good news that is flowing to you. And so who wants to start with the miracles, the wonderful things that are happening in your lives?
Well, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Robin.
Okay. I shared this with you, Deborah, and then you, Dr. Hank. But it was just a simple thing, but it's kind of a powerful thing for me. So I just wanted to share it with everyone. But before the cruise that Deb and I went on with our spouses, I had envisioned in my mind, because we are recognized in the one ceremony. So I had envisioned in my mind exactly what my husband would be wearing, like a really kind of cool sports jacket with a black crew neck t-shirt underneath it. Yeah. And I'm not really much of a fashion girl, so I was asking my nephew kind of help me look for what I'm looking for. So he shared some pictures, but I was very passionate about it because I wanted my husband. He looked so good, and I wanted him to, be dressed like that. So anyway, we looked online, and he was all for it, but we didn't really find anything. So the night before we went on our cruise, we went to JCPenney's because he wanted to get a couple of the Caribbean shirts, kind of like. Right. So anyway, we were purchasing those, and then he went to look at the clearance rack. And on the clearance rack, there was a really nice, cool sports jacket that kind of gathered at the sleeves. Yeah. And he already had a black crew neck shirt. Anyway, so the regular price for that sports jacket was $140, and on clearance, it was $26. So he said, Robin, come here. And I said, that's it. That's exactly what we're looking for. So I kind of compared it to what I thought, wow, I attracted that into my life.
Yeah.
And it was just so fun to think that.
Yeah. And I saw that picture, and you two are just such a handsome couple, and he just looked amazing.
He did.
Fantastic. And he looked just like the picture that Robin had in her mind. And this is how powerful we are. That this is a world where we get to attract whatever we're thinking about. The challenge is most people are thinking 80% of the time about things they don't want. And they're looking at what's going on right now, and they're saying, oh my gosh, or how they were before, and they can't be any better now. And that's all silliness. We can have it. And to just, put into our thoughts. So that's beautiful, Robin. And that, by the way, Robin and Deborah, that was an all expense paid vacation. And so, another just great thing. This world has everything we wanted. We just need to be thinking about it, asking for it, knowing that it's there. So that's beautiful, Robin. Thank you. And you had a blast on your trip, huh?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, she prepaid it. And now she's going on another cruise, like in October. And her month, by the way, last month was one of the biggest months she's ever had. And her biggest month that she had, one of the cruise. And she'll be gone 25% of the time. We have plenty of time. There's plenty of business. There's plenty of people we can bless and help with what we have to offer. So congratulations, Robin. You're flowing, girl. You're in the flow. You're in the flow. Yeah. Yeah. So other good news. Thank you. Who else wants to share? Oh, look at that little baby. Look at that little baby. Deborah's baby there. Jaira, hi.
She's part of the Master Heart family. What can I say?
Oh, wow. Our Master Heart family
adorable.
Keeps on growing and growing. That's
She's
beautiful. Hey, Deborah, while you want to say a few words about whatever?
Sure. Hey, everybody. Whew, sorry, I'm out of breath. I was running downstairs because I heard her crying every time. I'm like, I'm coming. I'm in front. Don't worry. So,
yeah.
Anyways, hi, everybody. Great to see everybody. Awesome. Yeah, things are just amazing. As Robin shared, we came back from this all expense paid cruise, and I'm just so excited because I honestly, in order to, go on these, a lot of people think, oh, you gotta like work really, really hard, right? And it's a huge milestone. It's such a great feeling. But I honestly, I took, a few months off because I had her and when I was pregnant and moving into our dream home, where we're at now here in Palm Harbor, Florida, had all these things happening, all good things, but I just kind of let the everything else, people understood, that I was working with, that I'm pregnant and baby and going to take some time away, but I'll be back in action. And then I was just allowing things, to happen and just sending positive vibes and praying for everybody, keeping that happening. But, I won this trip and, and I got the email. I was like, what?
So she wasn't even working.
Thank you. And so like Dr. Hank says, all the angels, they're always working for you and gathering your goodies, if you will. And if you think they are, and they're sprinkling it, all around and sharing that. So it's just it's an unbelievable feeling to see it happen in my life, and just to trust, I have so much more trust even with her. I mean, every day for a while, my mantra was, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. It's gonna be okay. I even have that tattooed on me a long time ago, but that's a story. So,
that's beautiful.
And it will. I mean, and everything's going to be, fine. You just got to trust that the sleep will happen, and she's
Yeah.
just sleeping.
Yeah, it's
So
beautiful.
things
You
are
know,
good, and I'm very grateful, for all of it and for all of you to be on this journey. This is my family here, and I
yeah.
felt like I was missing part of you when I was, when I was gone. But you've all been in my hearts, and I love that we can watch the replay on YouTube. And yeah, this is great. So,
That's
anything to say,
beautiful.
Jaira?
Yeah. Well, baby Gyra, I think that is so Gyra that see we're vibrational beings. And so Gyra is an old soul that she knows what's going on. And in fact, she's managing her life just perfectly. That, when she came home, that she basically has her mom and dad. She's got all these people waiting on her all the time, and her mom and dad, and basically she has it made. And so we're vibrational beings, and she can pick up vibrations. So when Gyra is on the phone, when Deborah is on the phone with me and we have it on speaker and Gyra's there, the Gyra starts to smile. And normally Gyra is whatever, crying, whatever, and you can see she's just a happy little baby. Yes, she is. Yeah. And so all we need to do with our children and everybody else in the world is just send love and well-being, or they're all fine. It's just about how we are and how we're thinking and feeling. And so we love new members for the Master Heart family to come in. So welcome, little baby Gyra.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. And yeah, you're
Thank you.
amazing. That's beautiful. Great.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, all happy. We're all happy. Yay. The big smile. That's beautiful. Yeah. So other people, other thoughts, what's going on? What's the good news?
Okay. Can I go?
Shell, I think you're up.
Okay. On Saturday, I did my first show. I've been like kind of practicing like reading tarot and oracle cards.
Wow.
And I first in-person show, and I was very nervous. And I woke up and I asked for a good day and big happy surprises. And it went fantastic. And while I was at the show, I received a text message from my son, who lives 7 hours away, and said he'll be up tomorrow afternoon.
Oh.
And so I was super pumped about that. The show went great. My son arrived yesterday. He's making me dinner tonight. And I live in northern Michigan, and it's 86 degrees today. So it's just been amazing, amazing, amazing.
That's fantastic. See, and it's all these things that, as long as you're feeling good, that everything will get better and better for us. And the only thing we want to pass are the things that we don't like, the contrast, and this too shall pass, and everything will get better and better. And then my counsel would be on when I feel nervous about whatever, that change that word to excited. And what it does is it takes that energy up to, yeah, I'm just excited about this, and excited for all the big happy surprises and all the wonderful things that are going to come, and all the magic, all the gifts. And so that's wonderful, Shell. Congratulations. It'll keep on getting better in all areas of your life as long as you allow it. And you can't be saying, like, where's my stuff, whatever you think is missing right now, that you know that it's coming. And when we know it's coming, then it will. And all we have to do is feel good. This is easy, folks. This is easy. Jenny, I think you were going to try to come in there. Is that right?
Yes, I was. Thank you.
Hey, hi.
So, share that I've been really using just the wording that you've been teaching me, as far as pre-paving the day and all of that.
Yeah.
I was doing some ZipRecruiter resume reach outs, and there was one specific resume that I saw, and I thought, I pre-paved that this was going to be, I love the idea of this person becoming a teammate. And she actually she was on my calendar like that. I think I sent out 10 different emails, and she was one that scheduled on my calendar. So it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And, it's just the next step. And so the committee that, kind of the devil, if you will, that drunken monkey, will try to sucker you into thinking like, well, I only got that, but I didn't get. You just want to love and appreciate the gift that you're given. And knowing that it'll continue to flow to where you want it. It might not necessarily be that person, but you just want to love the fact that, wow, I can prepay this and I can get it the way that I want it. And so the next step with that conversation is to prepay that. And we get along great. Not, oh, they're going to buy or whatever, but no, we're going to get along great. And we're going to really enjoy each other. They're going to understand my value. They're going to want to pay for my value. And as we just get excited about that, you, Jenny, as long as any of us, become irresistible. And it's like, then it'll happen. And it'll happen in perfect timing. So congratulations. And Jenny's just been on a roll here, just attracting all kinds of amazing, like she attracted a doctor and has 10,000 patients and, just some amazing, incredible things. And it's all because that she was thinking this is what she was asking for. I want to grow my business. I want more easy money, just fill yourself. And that's why on our Master Heart Family, this will launch you into the best week ever. You just know that and you believe that. And you will have the best week ever. And best week doesn't necessarily mean that, gee, I got a bunch more business or whatever. It certainly can. But, it's the best just on, like Michelle saying that, wow, the weather is beautiful. My son surprised me that it's all of these things. It's accumulation. The committee will want to take you and have you think about what you're attached to. Like, I got to have the money. I got to have the business. You don't need anything. You got everything right here and right now in this present moment, because you have the power to feel good. And when you feel good, all of the outside world will come running to you. Nuggets. Love that. Yeah, Becca.
Hey, Dr. Hank, I had a wonderful opportunity to have a confrontation with a drunken monkey the other day, and I won. But he gets real tempting, sometimes.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a beautiful situation. I went to the Meineke because I needed new brakes, and they told me $440. And I thought, okay, well, we'll let them know. And I had an opportunity for somebody who was going to help. And when that fell through and that person didn't show up was when I was tempted to go into bad feeling thoughts.
Yeah.
And so I was so glad that I have been doing this work and I was able to say, hey, here's the thoughts we're going to have. We are just so glad that we have everything that is necessary. And I want you to know, Dr. Hank, the place where I have been parked in my camper is kind of really middle of nowhere. I don't really see very many people.
Yeah.
I've stayed in this place over a month, several different times, a week or so here or there, never seen another person. Wow. Literally, someone came and knocked on my door who was hungry and knew how to do brakes. And so for $122, I got the brakes at AutoZone. And the new friend who was able to eat and help me get the new brakes onto the vehicle. And it was just such a beautiful picture of not allowing that drunken monkey thought to take over. And there's so many reasons we could be upset about. Yeah. I mean, we just get tempted to go down that drunken monkey happy hour with him. And I said, I'm not going.
Becca, that is incredible.
It works.
Yeah. The temptation, do not be tempted. The temptation is typically what's right in front of you, what's going on. And the drunken monkey is interpreting it as bad. But actually, God has a better plan for us. So even though the drunken monkey was telling us this is awful, and they didn't show up, and all of that stuff, instead, you weren't being tempted, if you will. You stayed the course. And that
I went and got ice cream and ate it and said, it'll get here when it gets here.
That's right. That's right. And all in perfect timing. And this is the other thing, that this story is really magical and incredible, because it also tells us about when we get our desires, it helps those that have helped us with those desires. And so here, this person wanted, food and a good meal, and I went back and I'm like, wow, this is he got, I'm assuming he got more than what he expected, and you got more than what you expected with a lower cost too,
Right.
and more is more savings.
I was able to show him a kind of love that I don't think he had ever seen. He was a little taken back by my love and my joy, and I got to share that with him, and he called me a sister by the time it was over.
Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, overwhelmed by joy, by your love.
Yes.
And there's nothing to be protected. I bet some of your committee members were sitting there thinking, hey, or for sure the world's committee members were out there thinking that, no people around, someone knock on your door, and what's the first response? And that instead, there's nothing to protect. We don't have to protect ourselves from anything. That as long as we're only asking for what we want, we'll only get what we want. I don't lock my car door, I don't lock my condo. I don't do any of that. There's nothing to lock them from. And I get these things, and I got to go to our yoga place that, people are, taking things. And I love the message that Aiko had there, that she said, hey, we're all in this together. We love everyone, to include those people that were, taking, but, do put away your stuff, whatever. And I thought, what? Nobody's going to take anything from me, because I don't think that way, I
have to have this conversation a lot, Dr. Hank, because people think that I'm not protected. And, because it's an unusual journey that I'm on. And so I let them know that I am protected all the time.
Yeah.
Already.
And I would just switch that word from protection to I'm loved all the time.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because then it's kind of like when we set boundaries, you got to have you're going to create now somebody on the other side of those boundaries. You don't need boundaries. You just need to call in what you want. I want to call in delightful, loving, similar-minded people that lead with heart. And voila, here all of us are together. It's like, this is so fun. Because this world has everything we want, all these wonderful people, all us wonderful people, and it also has all us not wonderful people. And so you get to call it. Who are you going to call? And we called in us, the Master Art family. And then that's okay. And all is well. This is this is a good one to write down. And they've given me this several times, a divine intelligence. We live in a world of plenty. Isn't that sweet? We live in a world of plenty. There's plenty of everything. Okay? Plenty of love, plenty of everything you want and everything you don't, and you get to make the choice. And so I live in the world of plenty of money, plenty of love, plenty of freedom, plenty of happiness, plenty of angelic people like each one of us. Sweet mama. Thank you, Becca. Amazing. And the courage, Becca, really the courage. She's in her mobile home right now. And she's the one that decided, hey, this is how, I'm going to live my life. And all she is joy, and amazing, incredible miracles happen to her all the time because she lives in joy. And there's everything to look forward to. Beautiful. Thank you.
I have a quote that I have on my refrigerator, and it says, "You are deeply loved and cherished forever. You will be taken care of, and you've nothing to fear."
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. You're right.
Thank you, Dr. Hank. I love you.
Yeah, I love you, Becca. Other good news? Yeah, Stephen.
She's being modest. That story's even better than she's telling it. I'm just lucky I got my license back, and it's just great to help people get their health restored, and it's truly amazing to get your hands on it.
Yeah, fantastic.
Helping a lot of people that you know, you don't know till you ask, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't ask because they're gonna tell you, and
yeah,
loading some heavy. But once you get through that, it's making a dent in people's life for progress and getting better. And I'm very grateful to be able to do that.
Beautiful. Thank you, Stephen. That's great. Other good news? What's going on?
Sure. So, Dr. Hank?
Hey.
Yes. I just want to share, I had just a fabulous experience this weekend. I have, for the past 9 months, been a part of a fatherhood program, and we were closing out this year, and my mentee asked me to pick him up. So I picked him up along with his son, his 3-year-old son, and we went to this event, and it was like 20 of the mentors and really only like 5 mentees that came to the event. But these guys were just poured into for like 3 hours. I mean, they were praying over them, and we were giving them scripture, and we were sharing with them the journey of being a father. And at the end, we were on the way home, and this young man just burst into tears.
Oh.
And I burst into tears. And he just felt the love. And, for me to be a part of that it was real meaningful. So I'm getting emotional about it right now because it was just such a special moment. So I think that's just the love that I've been pouring out kind of came back to me.
Yeah.
At that moment. So,
Well, we give ourselves, so to love ourselves first. And that's where we sometimes get tripped up a little, that when we give the world whatever we give, we get back. That's true. But it really starts all with us and how we love ourselves. And, just think these little subtleties that happen, like, if you look in the mirror, what are you thinking? Are you being critical on, I got a wrinkle or not enough hair or whatever the heck you're saying, a big nose or whatever? Nobody else is saying that about you. Think about like all of us and everybody that has spoken and everything, that, none of us have thought any of those negative, unwanted thoughts. The only person that's thinking these thoughts about you is you. And it doesn't matter anyway. It's if other people are thinking it, but they're not. That is your energy, your vibration that they're picking up. They don't know if you have a bad hair day. You just, the only person that knows, and this for sure, the only person that knows you have bad hair day is you. And so, stop that chatter. Love yourself. Be like the fox, looks in the mirror and just goes, he's got his brush ready to brush it. Oh, perfect. And it is, you're perfect. You're made in the image and likeness of God. So let's love ourselves first. And then, then it's the endless, it's eternal love that we have that can flow out to the world and uplift the world. But we have to start with us. And that's beautiful, Stacy. You loving the world and loving yourself, baby. And showing tears like that, I just love that. That's what this is about. This is about the emotion of expanding our emotions and our thoughts beyond where they've been before. We're the leaders of all that is. on that, living this life and brushing up against the things we don't like that birth the better life. Like Becca, ran up against, hey, the person didn't show. And then we just expect there's a better answer now. There's a better solution now. There's wisdom now. Yeah, beautiful. Other thoughts? Yeah, Mia, hi.
Hi, good morning. Hi,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Well, I had a little bit of a funny story, or something that I've noticed. So I've been on this, I don't know the wording, but this sort of healing journey, I guess. Due to have surgery in 2 weeks, and I was really nervous about it at first. And like you mentioned today, Dr. Hank, I was like, you know what? No, I'm excited about it because, I've been experiencing last month, which is September, I experienced a lot of health contrast, things I didn't want. And I started to think, because doctors were telling me, well, you won't have children and you should probably get this surgery, not that surgery. And we don't know how you're even conscious right now. They were telling me all these things. And my committee was picking it up and was starting to talk. And I caught it and I realized that, you know what? No, if I've been functioning like this for a while and I didn't really even know that I was sick, if you want to call it that, then man, like when everything and all the blood work and everything is looking great and I have the surgery and I just can't wait to see what I'm capable of and what I'm like, how I'm able to create and to serve. And it's going to be just next level. And so I've been focusing on that. Right. And what's been coming in is I've been finding information that's just been coming, popping up on my computer and books and things that I didn't realize that were showing me the answers of, there's a particular surgery I wanted that was my option. Yeah. My doctor is telling me, no, do another option. But I'm like, no, I want this option. Well, I know I can still have children, so this is the one that I'm going to do. And I didn't have a lot of information saying that this would work, but I started to find stories from other women who they had that surgery and, now they have, 3, 4, 5 children and or they changed their diet or they went down this way. Right. And so, I was like, I know I'm on the right path because all this information is just pouring in that is supporting my decision of what I want to have done. But the funny thing is so when I do my joy shop in the morning, I say my prayers and I've been adding that in. Yeah. And the funny part about it is I know you guys have seen him. I have a kitten, Bombay, who pops in every now and then. And what I've noticed is that when I grab my book of prayers, lately he's been jumping up with me, or he'll hear me grab the book and he runs up the stairs, he peeks around the corner and he comes in. And as I start reciting, it's almost as if he starts reciting it with me. Like he'll just start, and and then once I'm done, he's done and he goes and plays. So I'm like, okay, you're praying with me, you're asking. And so, it sounds silly, but it's the one thing that's sort of giving me some joy and some, wow, even my cat's supporting my decision where the doctors, were not. And so I found that interesting because I think animals are angelic. Yeah. And I think that they're a way more wise, we're talking about Archangel Uriel today. So I think they're very wise. And so I've just noticed how during this whole healing journey, how he's been, coming around when I'm praying. If I'm having pain, like, he's, I don't know if anyone knows, like making kitty biscuits, like kind of knead. So he's been like kneading on my belly and curling up on my belly. And I've just been so thankful for, his shenanigans and also his presence and his little kitty prayers. as I call them.
That is beautiful, man. And
Yeah.
all kinds of things to respond to. That, first of all, when you caught yourself that the committee was trying to get in and tell you all these things, and because you caught yourself, see, right when you catch yourself, you automatically go to your higher power, you automatically start walking with God. And so that is like an aha. And we are all here giving all of us hints all the time and guiding us and supporting us. So these books that you're getting in these different messages in the cat and all of that is the loving energies of God, which are infinite, that are coming to you. And you're attracting, because you rose above the committee, you're attracting now those things that you want. You have the power. All things are possible with God, and you have the power to heal yourself. And I love you not, you going where it feels best. And for you to have an operation that prevent you to have children, like, there's no way. I already see you having children. And I like this, 3 to 5 children.
Well, I got to get started soon.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And so we all pray for you and know that you have in 2 weeks good health. Some others are here that will be having an operation too this month. And then we pray that, and we send you love and well-being. And we send you that these doctors have the perfect, their hands in coordination on everything that they do, everything, the nurses, everyone there associated. And for you, there's no better word on being excited about this. This is the exciting time, that this is exciting. Have fun with this and enjoy meeting the people and the doctors and the nurses. I have a blast when I have an operation. It's just great. But let's all keep in mind that who does the healing for you to have a quick recovery is not a doctor.
Right.
It's God that's the healing. And we just need to think that about a quick recovery. And that I just love being healthier and healthier. And this leads to me being healthier and healthier. And I've had lots of operations. It's all led me. The experience was fun and amazing. And it's also led me to better health than I've ever had. I sit with better health than I ever had. And this is how powerful we are. We can create it any way that we want it. And so bravo for you, ma'am. Bravo for you. And the wisdom you have, the cats, that we're the only ones out of all with the animals, that what the animals don't have, and we've been blessed to have, is we have the ability to create with our thoughts. And we have ability so animals are there. And they're existing, and they're all fine and being taken care of, and they have the love, and they feel they're vibrational entities, beings too. But what they don't have is the ability that we do to be able to think about how we want it and then have it. And so they're in the present moment, which is awesome. Animals are in the present moment. They feel your vibration. They are there, and they can help you more that good energy coming in, all part of the angelic world here. And at the same time, that we have the ability to direct that energy anywhere we want to. And so now we direct it to all that we want. So with that, let us go and become still. In the stillness there, God is. But let us invite Archangel Uriel in with that wisdom. And so I invite you to now close your eyes and let us breathe in deeply. And breathe out. And just say to yourself, relax, 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 relax. Breathe in. And breathing in the breath of God, the healing breath of God, taking you into perfect health, perfect thoughts, perfect emotions. And then as you release any troubles, anything, the day, just release it and come with me to this present moment. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just be at ease now. Be at one. And we now invite Archangel Uriel in. The beautiful red light. Come in. And I am Archangel Uriel. And I bestow upon you wisdom. Feel my red light, my red energy, my red angel dust flowing into every thought of yours now. Breathe in. Every emotion is filled with my loving energy of wisdom. Wisdom now flows throughout every cell of your body, every organ of your body, every system and function of your body now. That I put my loving wisdom into you, into your thoughts, into your emotions, into your body. Feel my love as I now give you wisdom to raise your vibration, to raise the essence of who you are, to be at one with God Almighty and all of us. Flowing with you, fly with us now. Fly with us, child of God. You are the highest leader. Flows now this beautiful air of wisdom. Just feel you fly first in this beautiful wisdom fly, creating your dreams now, giving you the answer, solutions as you now allow them. And raise up the thought from you so you can see clearly now. See your lighted path away as you flow down and go on your lighted path with freedom. And you have the wisdom now to feel even freer. You have the wisdom now to think thoughts that free you to know the truth and who you are. This most creative leader, creator of all, that with us you can have it all. And we bestow upon you this wisdom, this loving wisdom, the answers and solutions. And you are now a magnet, and you're magnifying all the knowledge, all the wisdom that you're attracting into your life now, people, the thoughts, the situations that flow in perfectly. Allowing this beautiful life to unfold like a flower. You're now given the wisdom to understand who you really are. You are pure love, the mind that can think and mold all of our loving energy into your experience right now. this all powerful present moment. These let us embrace you. Let us hold you. Let us love it. Let us support you. Your dreams coming true. Your happiness. Your peace. Breathe in. Feel my presence with you now and forever. You're so wise. You help now not only yourself, but you help others to their dreams, desires. Allow us and now to guide you, to give you the wisdom of trust now, to trust us, to guide us, to have us lead you to the promised land, to this holy place, in this present moment that you always can go to now. This is the wisdom that I have always wanted to give you, that you have always wanted, and now you know where to find it. Wisdom lies this present. Breathe in. Breathe me in. See my redness flash in your mind. See my redness flash in your heart. See my redness flow throughout your body as it gives you all the help, all the clarity that you need for a long and happy and healthy and wealthy life. Breathe in. And now give thanks for being at one with Archangel Uriel. This red loving energy that gives you the answers and the solution, that gives you the knowledge, the wisdom, to have you on a enlightened path now. So you now expand your freedom, expand your joy, you raise your vibration to everyone with all of us. Feeling so good, being so aware and so happy of what now lies ahead of you. Your future is bright, and it's filled with all the wisdom you need to ensure that bright future. More freedom, more joy, and more of the wanted life. It's not good. Breathe in. Just be at one now with Archangel Uriel. Enjoy your oneness, the wisdom of God, resting in you and with you. Just flow with the light. Start to visualize now this bright future, filled with laughter and smiles, and loving energy of money, more business, deeper, more loving relationships. It's all yours now. You change everyone for the better. You're leading with heart now, that red, beautiful heart of yours. Leading with heart, leading with divine wisdom now. Breathe in. And just float, relax, and enjoy. We love yourself. You've always been loved. Stand. So, I invite you now to come back into your chairs, into this room of yours. Begin to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Put a smile on your face, so happy, so in awe. And now, when you open up your eyes, you're going to see the world differently. You're going to see you differently. You're going to see us differently. With that bright, beautiful light, that wisdom of what it really is, the truth you now know. I invite you to open up your eyes. Welcome to this new, beautiful life. Hi. Welcome back. You all look even more beautiful than you were before. Goody, goody. Oh, boy. Other comments, thoughts? What did you see? What did you like best about this?
I was gone, Dr. Hank.
I
was
was going to
just-
say the same thing. I
was
lost the voice
gone.
after a while. I went somewhere else.
Yeah, I was gone. That was good.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Mhm.
When you're gone, you're there. Yeah.
Mm.
Carefree. I love inviting my inner child in. We all have our inner child, a little girl, little boy in us. And I just love every day inviting that happy little boy. Now, he wasn't happy for a long time. He's happy now. And gosh, I just asked him to come in and have me more carefree, happier, more playful, more fun. That's the name of the game, if you will. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Well, is everybody ready for a little singing? I know Joey is. We've invited our hearts in. We've
invited our hearts in.
Now it's time for our dreams to begin.
Now
it's time for our dreams to begin.
Be like a little kid. Be like a little kid here. We love our Master Heart family.
We
We love
our
Master Heart
family.
As we now walk together merrily.
As we now walk together merrily.
We are now leading with heart. We
are now leading with heart.
And this is how to live life smart.
And this is how to live life smart.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off our Master Heart
family.
Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off Master Heart family.
One more time. Sound off our Master Heart family.
Sound off
Master Heart
family.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Now we're off to the best week ever, the best October ever, the best life ever. And we thank Archangel Uriel for visiting us and giving us all this beautiful wisdom that we now embrace and love and know that everything now is fun, easy, enjoyable, and all of our dreams are coming true right now.
Amen.
Woo! Doggies. Love you guys. Have a beautiful
Love you all.
Thanks, everyone.
Our Master Heart family.
Thank you. Missed everyone last week. Glad to be back.
Hey, glad to
Have a
have
great
you, Carolyn. Love you, darling.
You too. Bye.